You're listening to the Australian Army Training and Doctrine Podcast.
Welcome to this short series of podcasts from the Warrant Officer and Non-Commissioned Officer Academy at Canungra here in Queensland. In this episode, I'll be talking to one of the trainees who's attending the Subject 1 Sergeant's course. Her name is Corporal Brooke Thomson, and she's from 3 CESB. So tell me a bit about your experience here so far on the course.
So we're here learning the skills, knowledge and attributes required for senior NCOs throughout Army across the all-core spectrum of the Army life. So this includes the military justice system, operations and the management of wounded, ill and injured personnel.
Tell me a bit about your background then in the Army so far. How long have you been in and what kind of training courses have you attended so far?
So I've been in 7 years. I'm a driver specialist within RACT. I have completed all my other promotion courses so far, this being the last one required for Sergeant. I've completed multiple postings within Brisbane, Perth and now Townsville.
And what are you hoping to achieve by being on this course?
Learning how to be a good sergeant mainly, learning what is required of that and how to best manage the personnel under us to look after them more than anything.
You mentioned there about wanting to be a good sergeant. So from your understanding and your experience, what makes a good sergeant?
Understanding the younger generation that's coming through probably now with the technology that they have, their ability to learn differently to how we learned and understanding that to enhance their capabilities better, understanding how to get through to them and encourage them more.
Is the course what you expected?
I didn't really come here knowing what to expect. I came in with an open mind. The pre-course gave me some idea of what to expect, but when it came to the assessments and what was required, I was just rolling with it.
And how important was the pre-course phase? Did you find that that was useful in terms of preparing you for when you got here?
Definitely for a bit of a refresher. Some of it was knowledge that I already knew but hadn't touched for a while. So it was good to have that refresher to come here and be like, yep, I remember this.
Because certainly from other interviews that we've conducted as part of this series, the instructors and indeed the RSM of WONCO Academy have asserted the importance of doing that pre-course work. So did you find that it was easy to get that work allocated into your schedule, or was it a bit challenging?
It was challenging for me. There was quite a lot of pre-course required, and whilst trying to maintain my normal job throughout the day, there was a couple of long hours after hours that I had to put in. But as for the workload for the pre-course, it's not hard. It is a refresher for a lot of it.
And once you arrived here, what's the day-to-day routine? What can people expect when they come on to the Subject 1 Sergeant's course?
Again, they can be fairly long days, a lot of after hours prep for assessments. We do 3 PT sessions a week, Mondays, Tuesdays and Thursdays, involving circuit work, battle PT sessions, the OBS course, things like that. So they can get pretty full on, but it is manageable.
And what are the kind of ups and downs? I mean, what are the good points about the course as you've experienced it so far? And perhaps what do you find more challenging?
The good points are definitely the networking you get out of it, your section teammates that help you through. Everyone's got a vast knowledge of different areas that we cover. So relying on them and working together is essential and very good for the morale and the mateship, which keeps you happy when you're up all hours of the night. The negatives, I guess it really is just that workload and the pressure that you put on yourself. But just knowing that the instructors are there to help and so are your teammates. So no matter how hard and full on and engulfed you feel, you get through it.
So you do feel supported while you're here?
Yes, definitely.
And you mentioned the importance of that networking component, and certainly that's come up in other interviews that we've conducted for this podcast series on WONCO Academy for the Cove. So for you personally, what have you got from that networking experience? Is there particular things that you've learnt as a result of being in that all-core environment and having the opportunity to learn from people who come from a different background within the Army?
Yeah, definitely. From a Loggie's perspective, getting more involved with the combat corps and just their wealth of knowledge with the operations phase was very helpful. Not just that, when it comes to MPs, generally don't deal with them. So getting closer to them and learning what it is that they do other than just standing out there with a radar gun has been exceptionally helpful.
And tell me a bit more about the instructors you've been working with here. What kinds of backgrounds do they come from and how have they been able to assist you with your learning?
So they've all different corps again, a mixture of combat and non-combat. So yeah, their wealth of knowledge from that level up that we're trying to learn has been exemplary and definitely something that has been looked up to.
In what ways then do you think you have grown both personally and professionally by being here on the Subject 1 Sergeant's course? Are there particular skills that you've learnt that you think will make a genuine difference to your career development?
I definitely do. Seeing how the sergeants conduct themselves and their knowledge and knowing how important it is to know your stuff. So it gives confidence in the subordinates in what they're doing so that they know that what they are doing is achieving something.
What's the key thing that you'll do differently after leaving this course?
Preparation. Stay back extra hours if I have to learn what I need to be able to inspire and motivate, definitely.
Where do you see your career going next then as a consequence of completing your training?
For me, next step would be an instruction posting within Kapuka, preparation for the next step up. Completing the training establishment posting will be my next step.
Would you recommend this course to others then who are seeking that personal and professional development and indeed career development within Army?
Yes, I would. It's been very helpful for me. I haven't had many sergeants within my career. In many occasions, it's just been myself. So being in this environment and learning from all different sergeants from different corps has definitely better prepared me for what to expect when I step up into that role.
And in closing, for people who are planning to attend the Subject 1 Sergeant's course into the future, what would be your Soldiers 5 in terms of the preparation or mindset that you would recommend they have in coming here?
Number one would be come in with an open mind. It can be quite challenging and they throw a lot of things at you. So just be prepared for that, accept it and embrace it. Number two would be do the pre-course, complete that as it will refresh your mind on what you already know and preload you for what is on the course. Number three would be physical training. The PT sessions here can be quite challenging. It's better to be prepared for that. If you're not from a Queensland tropical region, probably the heat can get to you, so prepare for that as well. Number four would be learn from your peers, lean on them and network as much as possible because it is very helpful and it'll set you up for success in the future. And number five would be accept the feedback that you get from the DS as it is positive, be resilient about it, don't knock it back or take it to heart and learn from it.
Corporal Brooke Thomson, thank you very much for joining us. To hear more about the training underway here at the WONCO Academy, listen to other podcasts available in this series on the Cove website. The address is www.cove.org.au. I'm Captain Sharon Maskell-Dare. Thank you for listening.
This podcast is produced by the Australian Army and is copyright the Commonwealth of Australia.